Pacific Beach Resort Ancon. By Sergio Morariu. What's your name? I asked the young, friendly Peruvian, blonde and athletic, on the beach at Ancon in 1976. Mosca, fly. Mosca? I asked, puzzled. Why are you called Mosca? I pressed, curious. Because I'm the youngest of 5 brothers, and that's what they nicknamed me, since I was a bit of a hyperactive kid. Good thing they didn't call you Mosquito. I remarked with a laugh, without realizing that this was the beginning of a great friendship that continues to this day, 50 years later, and 38 years since I stopped living in Peru. As I already mentioned in the first article of this series, I managed, after many years, to visit Peru. I'll start with a description of the first destination I revisited, Ancon, where I met Mosca Ricardo Caillaux in 1976, who has since become a water skiing virtuoso, a master swimmer, and a successful entrepreneur. Frankfurt, Madrid, Lima. Lufthansa no longer offers direct flights from Frankfurt to Peru, as was customary in the 70s and 80s, so I used the services of the Spanish airline Iberia. Upon arriving at Adolfo Suarez Madrid-Barajas International Airport, I noticed the close connection between Spain and Latin America through the visual artworks featuring South American graphic elements. After a comfortable, non-stop flight of about 12 hours and 9,500 kilometers, a quarter of the Earth's circumference. From Madrid to Lima, the plane landed in the evening at Jorge Chávez International Airport, where we were being met. We were greatly surprised to find that the area north of the airport, which we had passed through and which we knew to be a desolate, sand-covered desert typical of Peru, was now urbanized and densely populated. The rapid growth of the Lima metropolitan area has brought the population here to nearly 11 million, ranking it third among American cities after Sao Paulo and Mexico City and ahead of New York. Our first destination in Peru was the seaside resort of Ancon, the vacation home of the Caroll and Ricardo Caillaux family, people with whom we've now shared a friendship spanning over 50 years. In the 1970s, Ancon was a charming resort on the Pacific coast, 34 kilometers from downtown Lima. It is now part of Greater Lima, even though this integration has not yet been formally recognized administratively. We met Caroll and Ricardo in 1976 as members of the Ancón Yacht Club, all of us being water sports enthusiasts. Caroll and Ricardo were multiple Peruvian and Latin American water ski champions, while I was a pioneer in Peru of the new sport known as windsurfing. For a surfing paradise like Peru, with some of the world's best conditions for the sport, the windsurfing board brought directly from the company, of the same name, in Marina del Rey, California, was a sensation. It brought me unexpected popularity and friends whom I have kept in design and architecture, and Ricardo is a lawyer by profession. They have dedicated a significant part of their lives to sports, both by actively participating in a wide variety of disciplines and by serving as coaches and event organizers. Currently, Caroll, 71, and Ricardo, 74, remain dedicated to water skiing as well as swimming, both professionally, managing 3 swimming pools for teaching and practicing swimming. And in terms of competitive sports at the highest level, they are both part of the world's elite in masters swimming, boasting an impressive record of national, continental, and world titles. Back in the 70s, we all had vacation apartments near the yacht club. Now we were welcomed into the vacation home our friends built just outside city limits. Arriving in Ancon in the evening, after dark, we didn't realize the exceptional natural setting in which our friends had built their vacation retreat. Thanks to the joy of seeing each other again, the overflowing hospitality typical of Peruvians, the perfect atmosphere, and especially the culinary delights of Peruvian cuisine, which we had been missing, we spent a wonderful evening, without even noticing the effect of the 6-hour time difference. The real surprise came in the morning, when we realized that the house was located on a small peninsula that offered a panoramic view of the ocean. The house that Caroll and Ricardo built for themselves is very large, designed to comfortably accommodate their family of 2 children, a girl and a boy, as well as their staff and friends. The main building, constructed on several levels, houses the living room, kitchen, children's and guest bedrooms, hobby rooms, and various utility and administrative rooms. A partial view of the main building reveals some of the home's beauty. Most of the rooms in this magnificent oceanfront home are no longer in use. Their children have grown up, are successful in their careers, and live in London and Washington, D.C., spending very little time at home in Peru. The master bedroom is located in a separate building, situated on a lower terrace closer to the ocean. The same terrace also features a swimming pool, approximately 20 meters long, where the two top athletes train, even on the days they spend at their vacation home. As in any self-respecting home, the living room features an impressive, working fireplace. The cooler temperatures during the winter months can be managed by wearing slightly warmer clothing, so the fireplace is often more decorative than functional. A work by the Timisoara sculptor Stefan Kellerman, who was my teammate in the Timisoara Swimming and Water Polo Club, confirms his admiration for the Peruvian female swimmers, led by Caroll Caillaux. The Peruvian relay team, which included Caroll Caillaux, won the 2019 World Masters Championship title in South Korea in the 4x50m medley. We took a motorboat out to revisit the area where we spent hundreds of hours on the water pursuing our hobbies over many years ago. On this occasion, we revisited the modernized yacht club, a resort that has developed significantly, and admired a multitude of fishing and recreational boats of various types. We ended the trip by accepting an invitation for a drink on the yacht of another friend, whom I hadn't seen in over 4 decades. A more detailed presentation of the Caillaux family's vacation home can be found on the website of the Argentine firm Barclay and Crousse Architecture and in international architecture publications. Pacific Beach Resort Ancon. By Sergio Morariu. What's your name? I asked the young, friendly Peruvian, blonde and athletic, on the beach at Ancon in 1976. Mosca, fly. Mosca? I asked, puzzled. Why are you called Mosca? I pressed, curious. Because I'm the youngest of 5 brothers.